Welcome to the F Word Finance, where we speak about everything finance in a straightforward manner. I'm joined by my co-host, Francois PJ. Welcome back. And we discussed some books previously, and I want to continue that. Some books that had an impact on me in finance, but I think in life in general, but specifically finance.
So Is it a cookbook?
It's not a cookbook. No. I don't think that'll help me with finance a lot. But PJ or Francois, have you read 7 Habits of Highly Effective People?
Unfortunately, that is one that's still on my to-read list.
No, definitely.
Yeah, I've read
a
that.
good book. And it first
Sharpen the
came
Saw,
out,
I remember that.
Sharpen the Saw, that's one of the laws, or one of the habits. So it came out in 1989, so It's quite an old book. There's been revised editions. They've added an 8th habit. I can't remember what's the 8th habit, but there is actually a book. But yeah, PJ, 7 habits, just quickly running through them. Be proactive, begin with the end in mind, put first things first, think win-win, sharpen the saw. So it's really things that you can use in everyday life, but I want to stick to one specific concept that I've learned in the book. They call it the circle of influence. So I've drawn a picture for you guys. So there's 2 circles in life.
Those are 2 ovals, but in any way.
We'll get the handwriting as well. But there's 2 circles in life. So we'll get to finance now. This is just in life. There's a circle of concern and there's a circle of influence. So the circle of concern are things that's out of your control. So it's a bigger circle, life in general.
Ukraine war.
Well, Ukraine war, we'll get to that now. And then we'll get your circle of influence. Those are the things that you actually can control. So let's look at fitness. You want to get fit. Right? You said you want to get fit. PJ is always trying.
On me? Okay, yeah.
Our
next podcast or series will be
a fitness one. But it's easy to blame. So you want to go running tomorrow. Some people will blame perhaps the weather, it's raining, or their partner dropped them, the gym partner dropped them, or urgent meeting, or they don't feel that well, they're tired, they need more sleep, all of that. There's lots of excuses. Yeah. But then you go back, what is in your control to get fit? It's how much you sleep, what you eat, what you drink, and do you have a coach? All of those things, there's so many things in your control. And if we bring that back to finance, and we sit with clients a lot of the time, and we hear this every single day. Trump is saying this, or our government is screwing it up. The government of national unity won't work, or the DA and the INC, they're not seeing eye to eye. South Africa is going to, we get those words to pieces. So, and they blame all of those circumstances for them not being rich.
Or the advisor.
Or the advisor, we get that as well. But you know what I'm talking about. Yep. There's so many reasons for you not being successful, getting wealthy, that you can blame it on. But how many things are in your control? And we had that great conversation with the guy from Alan Gray.
Yep.
How early you start investing. For how long do you keep on investing? The amount you keep on investing. Where you put your money in tax-wise, the tax advice you're getting. Are you using an advisor? There's so many aspects that will determine whether you will be financially successful or not. And people blame the markets. They say, like I said, they say Trump or Ramaphosa or the unity. And they say, that's why my investments are not great. But there's so many things in your control. And what's very interesting is the people who focus on that inner circle, their circle expands slowly. Okay. Meaning they have more control in all aspects of life, and their influence actually increases.
Okay.
And then you get people like say, they basically determine whether life is going, or I'm getting lucky all the time, or all of those things you hear, because they've just grown their circle of influence. And other way around, if you just blame everything around you, life will happen to you. Life will throw you around. Later on, you will have no more influence, because you feel you have no more influence as well. So that's very important to remember.
Yeah, so if you go to the other one of the habits of the books, the be proactive, what do they entail there? Is it be more, think about what you're going to do and not just let life happen to you? I think
exactly. It fits in with this one. It's also similar to begin with the end in mind. What is your end goal? Where are you going? Because if you don't know, if you don't know where to score a goal, you'll never score a goal.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that is very important. And just to focus on what you can control, and then that circle will expand, and you will feel like you're so in such control of your life. And I think that's one thing that's stuck with me throughout my life. Just don't blame any other circumstances for you not being where you want to be.
So is that
Take
the one,
ownership.
Yeah. So is that the one thing you take? I don't remember why I remember that sharpen the saw, but I think what it is, you have to again know where you're going and plan before you just start.
It reminds
sawing
me of the
and just
one
sharpen
quote:
it.
"If I had 6 hours to chop down a tree,
Yeah.
I will spend 4 sharpening my saw."
Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But prepare. I think that's all. Prepare for what you're doing.
So how do you rate the book?
No, this is really good. I mean, we can keep on talking about this. Fransjo, definitely. When is your birthday? I'll get it for you. Christmas. June. But no, this is definitely one that you.
Yeah, I'm getting sick of his quotes every now and then in the office where he goes, start with the end of mine. So that's where you got it. So each week he wants me to get a goal and all that stuff, which is brilliant. Thank you so much, Hugh. But okay, now I know where you
Now
get it
you
from.
know.
So
Don't blame anything else. Don't blame me. But no, gents, thank you. That's definitely for me. I would say a 9 out of 10. Go
I'll
buy the
reread
book.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. And if you read it once, you can just confirm. Let me hear what your thoughts were on the book and what stood out for you. And if there's other books you want us to review, we're happy to do that. Thank you.